Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. Taking a couple days off because dealing with all the negativity surrounding my passion, the Second Amendment, gets old. It wears on you after a while. So took a couple days off to recharge, and in the 2 days I had off, I was just inundated with more bad stuff coming down the line. So I figured I'd come up here today in the studio and give you what's coming. First off, please join this growing family here. You can hit the subscribe button below the video here on YouTube. Whatever platform you're watching on, please join it so that you get all the information as fast as it comes out. So that brings us to today's news. It's just never stops, man. It just never ever stops. So Representative Mike Thompson, Democrat out of California, he met with all of the anti-gun bigwigs. The groups were from, the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence, Everytown for Gun Safety, Center for American Progress, Coalition to Stop Gun Violence, and Gabby Gifford's group. He met with them, and they had a big sit down, and he asked them, what do you guys want this new session coming up, where the Democrats, we're going to run stuff for a while. What are you guys looking for? And their answer was background checks. Not just universal background checks, what they've been trying for a while, but they want to criminalize the transfer of any weapon. So as a dad, if I say to my son, here you go son, here's a hunting rifle, a shotgun so that we can learn to hunt, or here's your own pistol so we can go learn how to shoot. If my son, who's getting the gun, does not do a background check on me, and if I don't do a background check on my son, it is an illegal transaction, and they're going to criminalize that, and they're going to try to put us all in jail for that. So Representative Thompson, right now, is working on a bill that's going to be proposed in the new Congress in 5 weeks when it starts, 6 weeks, and this is going to be very dangerous because it's going to pass the House, and somebody asked Nancy Pelosi's office what she thought on this, and she wouldn't give any specifics. But what did come out from Thompson is that he will have his final details of the bill done by the end of the year, and that's only there's 4.5 weeks left, 5 weeks of the year left. So within the next couple weeks, we'll know exactly what the bill is, and you'll see it here. So subscribe. But they're coming after those transfers of firearms, those purchases of firearms that are not done at federally licensed firearms dealers. So like here in Massachusetts, I can't speak for every state because it's a mismatch. It's a spider web of laws, and I can't learn all the laws here where I live, never mind everywhere else. But if I were to purchase a gun from Joe Blow from Mumblo, and he's a licensed, he has a Massachusetts license to carry, I have a Massachusetts license to carry. We have both been vetted like no other state in the world. Spotless record, can't even have a 2.5-year misdemeanor, nonviolent. You are about as clean as the driven snow, and he had to pass that background to get that license to carry. And at any time, if he was to have a restraining order or a major violation of a criminal statute or whatever, his police chief pulls his license to carry. So the fact that he still has it speaks volumes. The fact that I have it speaks volumes. I can sell a gun to him, he can sell a gun to me, and because it's from two people who have been through the background check system, it's 100% legal. They're looking to go after that now. They're calling that a loophole. And the people who aren't gun folk don't know that, hey, these are two people who they already had backgrounds. So, there's no need for another background upon a background that just had a background. But that's what they want. The dream, is using it as a loophole, and all the carp in the stream are just eating it up. Give us more, Democrats, give us some more free stuff. That's coming. It's coming. And what's piggybacking on this, and I'll have it in the description, is that the incoming Democrat class for the House of Representatives, they penned a letter. 45 or 46 of them have signed it. I'll have a copy of that letter in the description. And they're looking for a few things. They're saying this is the biggest Democrat shift since Watergate. The people have spoken, and they want more gun control. And they were also looking to have the rules tweaked a little bit so that bills would have a 72-hour look-see period before they could vote on them. And also they're looking to add something where if a bill were to get 290 co-sponsors, then it would be given priority by leadership towards going to the vote. Now, why are those numbers big? Well, this bill that Mike Thompson is working on for the background checks between father and son, this bill or something like it has been submitted twice in the past by him, and Paul Ryan never let it go to vote. But there's a new group, new leadership coming. They'll let it go to vote. Now, in the past, it racked up 208 co-sponsors, of which 14 of them were Republicans. So you figure they're getting another, I don't know how many more Democrats starting in January, another 56, whatever, 50 seats that they gained. You add 50 to that number easily, that's 258, and that there are a lot more rhinos that are in the system. So 290 co-sponsors for this bill is probably a very realistic number, which would give it priority if Nancy Pelosi, who does get the speaker role, which she already thinks she will be, and if she decides that we'll agree to this little stipend, this little agreement, if you have 290 votes, I'll give it priority. I think she's going to agree to that, and that would be a fast track for this gun control legislation. Now, Thompson himself has already gone on record saying he fully expects an increase in Republican support in this bill. So if he's saying that, then he's probably already heard from people and talked to people, which means that this is probably a very strong reality. Now, don't forget, just 2 weeks ago, Nancy Pelosi came out and did an interview, and she said that I am going to be the Speaker of the House again, and our number one priority is gun control. And I came on here and told you a couple bills that are already in the works. Some of them are already pre-filed, just waiting for January 3rd when the next session starts, so they can just drop the bomb and go after everything they can sink their teeth into when it comes to the Second Amendment. So again, this bill, it doesn't have a number yet. Usually I get people say, hey, what's the bill number? There's no number yet. It's being worked on as we speak. Thompson himself said the final details will be available prior to the end of the year. And this is going to be dangerous, guys and gals. I say that a lot, but if they take away the ability for you to give your child a gun, think about this now, without doing a background check, the ability to will a gun to your family member, should you pass, basically is gone, because you can't run a background check on somebody who's no longer with us. Think about that. In the past, you used to be able to will guns, to an estate or to your son, to your mom, your dad, whatever. This would take that away effectively. Yes, it still would have to go to the Senate. Yes, it would still need presidential signature, unless they have amounts which would overrule a veto, and all that will play its hand soon. But this needs to be paid attention to, definitely. So stay tuned here. Like I said, subscribe, hit that bell here on YouTube. You'll always get the notification, hopefully, of when I put out new content. And I will I'll keep my ears to the ground on this one, because this is a dangerous one. They're going to try to slide this in. It's going to pass the House. That's a given. We have to worry about the Senate. And would Trump sign it? I don't know. It was a couple weeks ago I would have said absolutely not. But he's coming out with a bump stock ban in the next couple days here, which kind of goes against all the stuff he said when the NRA was raising money for him. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned here until we see each other again. This is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry your weapon. Take care, everybody.